There's a certain kind of tech that never goes mainstream, not because it's bad, but because it's too weird, too specific, or too ahead of its time. These are the gadgets that don't get billboard ads. They don't show up in Apple keynotes, and most people have no idea they exist. But if you're a nerd, if you like clever design, hidden functionality, or tech that makes you say, "Why is this actually genius?" This list is for you. Today, we're diving into secret tech gadgets only nerds know about. Some are functional, some are absurd, and some are so niche they feel like inside jokes for people who live on the edge of tech culture. Let's start with something that immediately breaks your brain. Sneaker PC case. The sneaker PC case is exactly what it sounds like, a full desktop computer built inside a sneaker. And not as a joke. This thing actually works. All the components are carefully arranged inside a custom sneaker shell, with ventilation, ports, and lighting integrated into the design. From the outside, it looks like a display piece. From the inside, it's a legit PC build. What makes this nerdcore is the commitment. This isn't about practicality, it's about expression. It's tech as art, culture, and flex all at once. It's the kind of build only someone deep into PCs, modding, and sneaker culture would even attempt. And after something this visually wild, the next gadget doubles your productivity without doubling your setup. JSOX Flip Go. The JSOX Flip Go is one of those tools you don't realize you need until you see it in action. It's a portable dual-screen monitor setup that folds out into a stacked display. One cable, two screens, and suddenly your laptop feels like a full workstation. Developers love it. Designers love it. Anyone who works with timelines, code, or multitasking instantly gets it. What makes this nerd tech is how specific it is. It's not trying to replace your laptop, it's trying to unlock it. And once you experience real multi-screen productivity on the go, going back feels painful. But productivity isn't always about screens. Sometimes it's about visibility, literally. Evo LED driving lights. The Evo LED. Driving lights look aggressive for a reason. These aren't decorative LEDs. They're engineered for serious visibility, off-road performance, and extreme conditions. The beam patterns, brightness, and durability are designed for people who actually use their vehicles beyond city streets. What makes this nerd tech is the obsession with optics, heat dissipation, and power efficiency. This is lighting for people who read spec sheets for fun. Once you see how far and cleanly these lights throw illumination, factory headlights suddenly feel embarrassing. And speaking of clean setups, the next gadget lives quietly on your desk, but solves a problem you didn't realize you had. Idesonics EchoPod Dock 4. The Idesonics EchoPod Dock 4 is a Thunderbolt 4 docking station built for people who want serious performance without turning their desk into a mess. One cable connects your laptop to multiple displays, ultra-fast data transfer, power delivery, and a full range of ports. What makes it nerd-worthy is balance. Thunderbolt 4 speeds, stable power, proper thermal design, and wide device compatibility all work together without unnecessary complexity. Everything just plugs in and works. But productivity isn't just about desks and screens. Sometimes it's about enhancing movement itself. Hypershell. The Hypershell feels like wearable sci-fi. It's a powered exoskeleton-style device designed to assist movement, reducing strain while walking, climbing, or carrying weight. It doesn't replace your muscles, it enhances them. What makes this secret nerd tech is how subtle it is. It's not a full robot suit. It's lightweight, responsive, and designed to work with your body. This is the kind of tech hikers, industrial workers, and biomechanics nerds quietly obsess over. And once you feel movement assistance done right, it's hard not to imagine a future where this becomes normal. But after augmenting the body, let's shrink things down to something hilariously small. Soyuz Mini Phone. The Soyuz Mini Phone looks like a joke until you realize it's fully functional. It's a tiny smartphone, smaller than most people's wallets, that can make calls, send texts, and even run apps. No giant screen, no distractions, just essentials. What makes this nerd tech is the philosophy behind it. This isn't about specs. It's about intentional limitation. People use it as a secondary phone, a detox device, or a backup. And once you experience communication without infinite scrolling, it feels strangely freeing. But minimalism isn't the only secret language nerds speak. Sometimes it's all about refined design and quiet functionality. Opula. Opula sits in that rare sweet spot between furniture and technology. It's a next-generation smart coffee table that doesn't scream tech, but feels premium the moment you interact with it. Clean lines, solid materials, and a minimalist surface hide smart features like wireless charging, integrated controls, and modular components built right into the table itself. What makes Opula nerd-worthy is restraint. Every feature has a clear purpose, and nothing is added just to look impressive. The tech disappears into the design, making it feel natural instead of intrusive. This is for people who appreciate subtle engineering and hate unnecessary complexity. And once you start noticing good design done this well, the next gadget proves that even checking systems can be satisfying. Sync Checker. The Sync Checker, timecode and genlock test tool is pure nerd energy. Built for precision, it's designed to monitor, verify, and synchronize timing and video signals across multiple devices, whether you're working with cameras, playback systems, or complex AV setups. There's nothing flashy about it, but every indicator, port, and display is engineered to be accurate and dependable. What makes it secret tech is that only a very specific group of people even know why it's useful. Engineers, cinematographers, AV professionals, and system integrators swear by tools like this because synchronized signals are the backbone of flawless playback and recording. And after mastering precision at scale, the next gadget brings that same clever thinking down to pocket size. Yink is one of those brands that quietly pops up in niche tech circles. And the Yinky Pill's compact power bank is a perfect example of why nerds love it. It's a small, everyday carry charger with a 5,000 mAh capacity, fast 22.5 W charging, and a clever rotating plug that makes it ridiculously convenient to use on the go. What makes it nerd-only tech is how much thought is packed into something so small. Built-in cables for Type-C or Lightning, the ability to double as a phone stand, and a design that actually fits in your pocket without bulk. You don't buy it because it's mainstream. You buy it because it solves quick power problems in a clever way. And speaking of oddly comforting tech, this one focuses more on how it feels than what it does. Mofu. Mofu is the kind of gadget that feels soft, not in texture but in intent, while hiding smart engineering underneath. It's a portable Apple Watch charger designed with simplicity and calm in mind. Small, lightweight, and cable-free, it magnetically snaps onto your watch and delivers a quick power boost wherever you are. No cords to untangle. No bulky charging puck. What makes this nerd tech is how thoughtfully it's designed for everyday carry. It focuses on reducing friction and mental load rather than adding features. You throw it in a bag, pocket, or drawer and forget about it until you need it. People who use Mofu don't talk about specs or wattage. They talk about peace of mind. But comfort doesn't mean simple. Sometimes it leads to something far more interactive. Chris. Chris is one of those oddly named gadgets that feels like an inside joke, until you understand what it actually does. Chris is a digital co-driver powered by artificial intelligence, designed to sit alongside you while you drive. It listens, observes, and responds in real time, offering spoken guidance, alerts, and context-aware assistance without pulling your attention away from the road. What makes Chris feel like nerd-only tech is how personal it becomes. It learns driving patterns, reacts to situations as they happen, and communicates in a way that feels conversational rather than robotic. It's not a generic assistant bolted onto your car. It's a system meant to feel present. Over time, it starts to feel less like a tool and more like a collaborator riding shotgun, quietly helping you drive smarter and safer. And that's where personal AI ends, and true autonomy begins. Robofinity. Robofinity Insight. Drive is where nerd dreams go when they grow up. This isn't hobby robotics or consumer gadgets. It's an advanced autonomous driving and robotics platform built for real-world development. Insight Drive combines perception, control, and AI-driven decision-making to let machines understand their surroundings, react in real time, and navigate complex environments. What makes RoboFinity true secret tech is access. This isn't designed for casual buyers or weekend tinkering. It's built for researchers, developers, and teams actively working on autonomous systems and next-generation mobility. Everything about it is modular, precise, and unapologetically technical. So those are secret tech gadgets only nerds know about. Not because they're obscure for no reason, but because they're built for people who care about how things work. Some of these gadgets improve your setup. Some change how you move. And some simply exist to remind us that tech doesn't have to be mainstream to be brilliant. If you had to pick just one from this list, which one made you stop and think? And if you enjoy discovering the kind of tech most people scroll past, hit subscribe. This channel is for the curious, the obsessive, and the nerds who love finding hidden gems. Because the best tech isn't always loud, sometimes it's just waiting to be discovered.